Good morning, boys and girls.
Buenos días, amigos.
Let's start the smart start way, right? By singing our good morning song together. Ready? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to have some fun? Stand up and turn around. Then sit back down again. Give me a great big clap and fold your hands in your lap. Good job. What are we going to do next? What's our I love you ritual going to be today? Remember, with the stars on top? Twinkle, twinkle. Ready? You can sing it to your brother or your sister or yourself or your mom or your dad. We're singing it to you. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child you are. With bright eyes and nice round cheeks, a talented person from head to bite your feet. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child you are. And the story for today is, drum roll please, trains. I'm going to talk about trains. Let's see. Look at that train by Alicia Cooper. Train. There's the track. Okay. Wow. Look at this train station. The train leaves in minutes. Passengers buy tickets and rush across the floor to where the train is humming on its tracks. Conductors look at the platform. They check their watches. There's all the conductors. 1 minute, hats wave, whistle blows. All aboard. Not all. A passenger jumps on at the last second. The doors whoosh shut and the train pulls out of the train station. And out of the city, the train is red-striped commuter train. The conductor swings down the aisles and shouts, "Tickets, please," and snaps holes in the tickets with his punch. The train clatters past ball fields and bridges, past backyards and ponds. Main streets flash by, and the view changes every second. Hello, town. Goodbye, town. On to the next town. The commuter train slows with a creaking brake. Announcements crackle. Some of the words get lost. We are arriving at... The train stops at the small station. Passengers off, passengers on. As the commuter train waits, another train roars past on another track. A larger train, a bright blue passenger train, hurrying between cities. The train is late, so... Up in the cab of the engine, the engineer pulls back the throttle. The passenger train powers forward. It hurtles past barns and farmhouses. The engine is so big, it makes other big things look small. The engineer sits very still, but his fingers are always moving, pushing levers, turning dials. He taps a blue button. Long, long, short, long, and then the horn blares out. Across a valley of fields and steeples, as the train approaches a rail crossing, it sounds like a storm. As the train passes, it sounds like a lot of dropped pots and pans. If you want to know what a train sounds like, you can go drop your pots and pans, I guess. As the train leaves, it sounds like a da-dum, da-dum of a beating heart. Then silence. But up ahead, the passenger train keeps going, thundering into the outskirts of the Midwestern city, filled with smokestacks and belching steam. Tracks weave in and out. Small animals scurry under the tracks. You know what those small animals are? They're mice and rats. The passenger train crawls over the tracks through a jungle of gravel, wires, and dirt. Everything smells of grease and rust and burnt toast. And the train lurches up to the station. Bells are ringing, doors open, passengers off, passengers on. Tall men with red caps unload luggage and wheel it through the echoing hall. In the rail yard next to the station, another train works, an orange freight train loading up. It grumbles under its breath as the rail cars are hauled and hitched into its back. The rail cars are filled with steel, concrete, oil, wheat, corn, lumber, things to make other things, sturdy things, all crammed into containers the color of tomatoes and eggs. The thick white letters cover the rail sides. Graffiti paints their sides too. And after the rail cars are linked onto one long train, the freight train creeps out of the city. Has anybody ever seen a freight train? I see lots of freight trains right by my house. Mm-hmm. Across the Great Plains, it rolls past wheat and prairie grasses, past silos and barbed wire fences, past a lone hawk circling under a big western sky. There he is. Yeah. See him over there? The freight train rolls slower than slow. It's so slow, it's hard to tell that it's moving, as if the train and the clouds above are having a race to see who can go slower. Slow, slow. And like the clouds, the train does not stop. Have you ever looked up and watched the clouds move by? That's one of my favorite things to do in the summertime. Even as it inches among the low hills, then another train passes, a dark green overnight train, switch it back westward. It climbs over the Rocky Mountains through snow flurries and pine forests. The train curves along icy rivers, shooting through tunnels where its chatter turns to a whisper like this. There are no roads outside, just eagles, elks, and turkeys. Wow. And as the sun lowers, the passengers gather in the dining car where waiter sways down the aisle with her tray. She doesn't spill a thing. Plates of meatloaf, potatoes, ice cream, and pie. A movable feast. And in the sleeping car, two girls unfold their seats to beds to make room for their own. Little sink, little shower, everything is little. The girls sleep as the train curls through the mountains and into the night where the moon rises. Wherever the train goes, the moon follows. And when the train stops, the moon stops. And when the train starts, the moon starts. Sometimes it hides behind a ridge, and then, hello, friend, it reappears. The train rests in small towns, passengers off and passengers on. Stars blink in the cold air, lights blink on the horizon, and the overnight train pushes into the deep hours of the night. Where's it going? And wakes into the morning sun. Passenger wakes to biscuits, butter, jam, and coffee. Everything outside is different because the mountains turned into orchards, the snow to grass, the boulders to cattle, and it accelerates, goes swoosh. The high-speed train flies. It glides over bridges, marshes, by bays and highways. Inside, it's cool and quiet. The train is a small world moving through a larger world. Passengers can read or type on this one. One whispers in her phone, "We're almost there. We'll see you soon." Ooh. End of their journey. They close their books. They pack their bags. They think about what's next. A clean bed, a warm dinner. They are almost home. And with a slowing turn into the station and an easing speed and a sigh of brakes and a gentle last thunk, the train stops. Yep. The end. Where did they all go? Who are they visiting? That would be fun to take a train ride. Has anybody ever been on a train? I've never been on an overnight train. Has anybody ever been on an overnight train? Sleep over in a train. I've been on an L train, and then I've been on a metro train, but I've never been on any other kind of train. Have you? Would you like to go on a train ride? Would that be fun? That might be fun.
You would.
We'll talk about it later, okay? Let's sing. See you later. See you later. See you later when we meet again. We can never wait to see you. See you soon.